The tiny workshop on the edge of Antares Station wasn't much to look at. Rusty walls, flickering lights, and the smell of coolant thick in the air. But for Luke Mason, it was home. Known as the best mechanic this side of the Andromeda Divide, Luke had a knack for fixing anything from battered human freighters to complex alien tech. One late shift, as he sorted through a pile of malfunctioning plasma conduits, the door to his shop slammed open. A towering figure ducked through the entryway. Its metallic form shimmered faintly in the dim light, alien runes etched across its carapace. It was an Æryx Guardian, a legendary warrior cast biomechanoid, feared across the galaxy. Once considered unstoppable protectors, they had vanished centuries ago. This one, however, was not in fighting shape. Its left arm was missing. Sparks flickered along its torso, and one of its crystalline eyes dimmed as it scanned the room. Luke froze mid-motion, his wrench clattering to the floor. Can I help you?" he stammered, half expecting the alien to vaporize him on the spot. "Directive, failure," the Guardian rasped in a voice that sounded like grinding gears. "Require repairs." Luke's fear gave way to curiosity. No one had ever gotten the chance to study Æryx tech up close. With his signature blend of caution and enthusiasm, he gestured to the repair table. "All right, big guy, hop on, and let's see what we're dealing with." For hours, Luke worked tirelessly. The Æryx Guardian systems were unlike anything he'd encountered. It was a blend of organic tissue and nanite-infused alloys, with a power core that pulsed like a heartbeat. The alien watched him silently, its unblinking eye following his every move. "You've been through hell, haven't you?" Luke muttered, carefully reconnecting severed neural conduits. The Guardian didn't respond, but a low hum resonated through its frame, a sound that could have been gratitude. As he worked, Luke noticed a damaged memory node. Out of curiosity, he patched it into his diagnostic tablet. Fragmented images flooded the screen. The Guardian standing watch over a crystalline city, protecting its creators, only to see them fall in a brutal war. Its last directive: find purpose. When Luke reactivated the Guardian, it stood, its form towering over him. For a moment, the mechanic thought he might have made a mistake. But then, the alien knelt on one knee, lowering its head. "Directive updated," it said in its gravelly tone. "Protective priority, Luke Mason." At first, Luke was confused, then frustrated. "Look, big guy, I'm just a mechanic. I don't need a bodyguard," he argued, waving his hands in protest. But the Guardian was unwavering, shadowing him everywhere he went. Within days, word of the Guardian's revival spread. Bounty hunters, opportunists, and corporate spies flocked to Antares Station, hoping to claim or dismantle the alien for its priceless technology. Suddenly, Luke found himself in the crosshairs of every power-hungry faction in the galaxy. The first attack came late one night, a team of heavily armed mercenaries breaking into his shop. The Guardian activated instantly, its crystalline eye blazing with light. What followed was a whirlwind of precision and power. The attackers didn't stand a chance. When the dust settled, the Guardian turned to Luke. Threat neutralized. Protective parameters fulfilled. Luke stared, equal parts terrified and impressed. "Okay, maybe having you around isn't the worst idea." As the weeks passed, the two formed an unlikely bond. Luke learned to appreciate the Guardian's stoic loyalty, while the alien slowly began to display traces of personality. Dry humor, an odd fondness for human music, and a tendency to overanalyze simple tasks. "Why do humans consume sustenance that degrades their efficiency?" the Guardian asked one day, observing Luke devour a greasy burger. "Because it tastes good," Luke replied with a grin. "You wouldn't understand." The Guardian tilted its head. Flavor receptors could be integrated into my system for analysis. Luke chuckled. Let's stick to fixing you, not turning you into a foodie. But their peace was short-lived. A powerful megacorp, Helion Dynamics, dispatched an entire strike fleet to capture the Guardian. They didn't just want the alien. They wanted Luke too, as the only human capable of repairing it. Faced with overwhelming odds, Luke and the Guardian devised a desperate plan. Using the Guardian's knowledge of ancient Æryx tech, they modified a derelict freighter into a weaponized escape craft. Together, they fought their way through Helion's forces, the Guardian's power unmatched, and Luke's quick thinking turning the tide. In the aftermath of their escape, Luke stared out at the stars from the cockpit of their battered ship. So what now? We can't exactly go back to Antares. The Guardian stood beside him, its voice softer than usual. You restored me when I was broken. You gave me purpose. My directive remains. To protect. Luke smiled, patting the alien's metallic arm. Well, guess we're stuck with each other, big guy. As they vanished into the void, a new chapter of adventure began. The human mechanic and his alien bodyguard. An unlikely duo bound by loyalty, trust, and a shared determination to survive in a galaxy that wouldn't stop hunting them. But together, they were unstoppable.